I'm here with Chris, who is Movie Guy 84, and today we're doing Makeup in a Movie, where I do the makeup.
I talk about a movie.
And today we have the movie that just came out on DVD.
Yes. New to DVD, Blu-ray, Cinderella.
And today I will be doing a look based on the costumes from Cinderella using this palette, which is Sugar Pop palette by Too Faced. Make sure that if you guys are really interested in these kind of things, you subscribe. I will link up above here the playlist of all of our Makeup in a Movies if you're interested in seeing more of those. But if you want to see how I did this look, make sure you keep watching after the break. So for starting, what I've already done on my face, I'm going to link that down in the description below, but I did want to highlight a couple things that I am using out for the first time. The first thing is this product by Maybelline, which is the Baby Instant Cheek Flush, and it looks like this. It's kind of a funny packaging, and it is a cream blush. You just undo it and put it straight on, and surprisingly enough, it smells like fruit punch. Yeah. And I like it. The color I chose is Pinking of You, but I really do like the color a lot. Like you can tell, it's really just nice flush of color. One of my favorite blushes lately. And then just today, I picked this up. I saw someone with a picture of this product online on Facebook, and she said, have you guys ever like used this, because hardly anybody talks about it, and that is the Wet n Wild Fergie, and this is more of a highlighter, but I'm telling you, it's so gorgeous. I think the color is called Rose Champagne Glow. That's what it's called. But look, like literally, look at that shine. Look how pretty that is. So I really love it. I don't know if you can see that even on my hand, but no, it's beautiful. So I used that out today too, and I love it. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is I just got this brush set for review, and when I was on vacation I was using it a lot, and it's by a brand called Beauty Inside. I was just doing it for Amazon review, but when I started using it, I freaking love it. It's got all these different, I know, I'm weird. It's got all these different brushes here for the face. It's a flat top kabuki, like more of a dome kabuki. There's like a rounded top blush brush, a couple other flat ones, and an angled one. And then these brushes here for the eyes. And I'm telling you, you can do an entirely full face of makeup with just this. It's pretty awesome. You don't need anything else. So this is what I'm going to be using today for my look. And then last but not least, the way we're going to do this eye look. Let's talk about this, all right? I am using the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette because in the movie, you're going to notice the colors are very vivid and very bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these colors to represent the dresses of the Stepsisters, which they usually wore like yellow, orange, and pink. And you're gonna see it looks kind of like this picture right here that we're gonna put up. But basically the colors for them didn't really change. Like one of them always wore pink and the other one always wore yellow or orange. The fashion of the period kind of changed between 30s to 60s depending on what scenes, but we'll talk about that later. So basically what I'm going to use is this shade right here, Bubblegum, on the top. That is going to go in my crease. This shade right here, which is Macaroon, is going to go on my lid. And then what we're going to do is use this one right here, Blue Raspberry, on the top to kind of go like as an accent color and then in the crease. And then lastly, we're going to use this. This is Kate. It's by Rimmel. But it is kind of a, I don't know, like a goldy color. It's going to go on the top of the lid over that orange to kind of give it more of a shine, which we'll talk about when we get there. But if you guys are also looking for swatches of all these colors, I have them on my blog and I will link that below. So to start off with doing that, I'm actually going to use this NYX pencil. I feel like I'm all over the place right now. I'm like, I'm doing this. This NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I'm going to put that right on the lid as a base before I put these on. So let's go into Cinderella.
So this is another version of Cinderella, the story that pretty much we've all heard. Walt Disney Pictures has done it. They did the animated film that's super popular, pretty much what everyone thinks of when they think of Cinderella. It was an interesting thing to hear of when they announced they were going to make a live-action version of it. But the people behind it, it had some really great people working on it, so no surprise, it turned out to be very good. If you have not had a chance to see it in theaters, definitely check it out on DVD. I would even recommend buying it. It is really good. Really, really good. The story, I think it still has the magical elements of it, but it kind of is a little more realistic in the portrayal of some of the characters and the things they do and their motivations and such. And I think that's really great.
Yes.
You know, the prince, the stepmother, who is perfectly evil from Kate Blanchett. She's amazing in it. Kate Blanchett. And then Lily James, who was in Downton Abbey, I believe. Yeah, so I guess most people know her from that.
And so is the stepsister.
Oh, yes.
She plays like one of the cooks down in the kitchen. I wore my Downton Abbey earrings today as an homage to the two people from Downton Abbey. The cast was just great, like all around. Derek Jacobi plays the king. I mean, really he's good. Awesome.
And yeah, those type of roles that are kind of normally just in the background, the Grand Duke, the King, you know, they have like 3 lines usually, and nobody usually cares about them, but they had juicier roles. The director is Kenneth Branagh, excellent director. You know, he's done some really good work with other films. Thor was one of them.
Yeah.
So he was just perfect with this eye for just taking the beauty and the magic of the movie and just blowing it up on screen.
It's gorgeous.
And this movie, even with the writing, it was good, but it could have easily gone to cheesy and childish.
So true.
But it took it and made it very legit and very good.
Let's talk about like how beautiful it really is, like the sets, especially in the house. There's so much attention to detail in that house. It was gorgeous. And the carriage as well. And I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but when they brought the carriage to Disney World, I took a picture of myself in front of it, and it is every bit as gorgeous in person as it is in the movie. Like, honestly, kind of more so, I think, in person, because you're seeing it like under the sun and the lights of Florida that is just like very bright, and it's like it's amazing. It really is amazing. Cool. Their attention to detail in this movie for the set was just awesome.
Yeah, her house, and that's kind of a part of the movie too, is she's connected to this house. It's her family's house. They've had it for generations, and you know, you can't just have this normal farmhouse or whatever. So yeah, every room is a character. The wallpapers, that goose chandelier, or swan, was it goose or swan?
It looked like a goose.
It looked like goose. Goose chandelier in the walkway when you first come in, and then all the farm animals there and things like that. It's what?
I just got eyeshadow in my eye.
Uh-oh.
Note to self: don't try this at home, kids. Not supposed to go in the eye.
So yeah, the carriage is a pumpkin, but then they kind of. I thought they did a really cool thing with it where it's part of this glass gazebo that it's originally in.
Yeah.
So it kind of just blows up and then all comes back together into this carriage that's like part pumpkin, part glass and everything. And then costumes. Every costume. So good looking. I don't know who did the costumes off the top of my head, but like this person has to be nominated. They have to be nominated and get awarded because it was fantastic. The Stepsisters, the Stepmother.
They're all amazing. Yeah. Okay. So I just kind of want to give you an update on what I'm doing right now. So I have the orange on the lid here, and then I have the pink kind of going in the top part of the crease, and now I'm going to use this blue raspberry color right up here to accent the sides, and then I'm also going to use this color down here. It's called Sweet and Spicy as my highlight color right underneath my brows right here.
The big costume of the whole movie is Cinderella's blue dress, or her gown that she gets from her fairy godmother in the movie, and that dress was like just amazing,
beautiful,
huge blue. Early on, before the movie came out, we had seen they were gonna incorporate like butterflies into it and things like that. And there are certain pictures that were put out there where the dress kind of looked like it was purple because it has like this fabric that's kind of translucent,
like an overlay, like a chiffon overlay on top of it, so you can kind of see the colors underneath it, and it's like this dual chrome sparkly thing.
Yeah, so when it moved, it kind of shifted colors, and that, you know, to kind of put that into it too is really neat, because everyone else has like a kind of a solid color. A lot of the other women that are in the ballroom, or they have like a, you know, certain kind of color scheme, and they're all great looking as well. But obviously, if you're gonna have Cinderella come into this room, it's gotta, you know,
showstopper,
go a couple notches up, and it does. Fairy Godmother, though, she was interesting. I like Helena Bonham Carter. I know some people are kind of like, with her, but this, I like that they picked her for it because they wanted to make her like kind of quirky. But there was a choice with her teeth that just kind of made it awkward. It was weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that was like her choice or what happened there, but yeah, I agree. I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Don't really get it. All right, I have put the highlighter on underneath, and I blended the teal out, so it makes this kind of like purpley color. I don't know if you can see that, like on the top part, like right here, there's kind of like a purpley thing happening. And now I'm gonna go in with this gold right over the top of that orange and try to make it a little more sparkly.
Another thing that was in the movie that was from the original films were like the incorporation of the mice and the farm animals into helping her get to the ball. The lizards were interesting. They had the lizards in there. But the makeup was done really well on that guy too.
Yeah, it was.
Because he still was like lizard-like. He had like the teeth and everything. So that was really cool. Cinderella's makeup's pretty cool when she transforms. She has like kind of a glittery glowness going on with her. Kate Blanchett's, her and her daughters, they all, like, all their looks were very interesting, because like this movie seems like it's set into like a certain time period. Everything they were doing as far as like costume wise and makeup wise was kind of like 30s and 40s, a little bit of 50s as far as their look, which was interesting. But it made them stand out. It kind of made them look outlandish compared to everybody else. I guess that's the point with them.
Exactly.
Is they're into that and just but they don't care and they don't notice how ridiculous they are.
Okay, so I have my Jessie's Girl liner. This is my Holy Grail liquid liner that I'm going to use on top to kind of wing it out. And then I have this Maybelline Lash Sensational. I have really been into this lately. I'm going to use this on my top lashes, and then I'm going to use the One Mascara. I'm trying to use this up on my bottom lashes. And then we're going to put on some falsies. And then those ones are going to be this. This is the Ardell Naturals in 135. And they're kind of they are natural. I could have gone really glammed out, but I just decided not to. We're going to go a little bit more natural this time and put these on and see how they go.
The Stepsisters were interesting too in that they were not totally evil like their stepmother was.
Yeah, they were just kind of stupid. I mean, well, not stupid, but they were a little.
They definitely didn't know how to truly act around things. And it's probably because their mother just was not a good person.
Yeah, she's not nurturing either.
To teach them that, yeah.
Yep, of what it was like to actually have people you love and to have people that you could remember that were actually kind to you, and she didn't have that in her life anymore. Yeah. I mean, you kind of feel sorry for her a little bit, but the choices she makes in her life are just not good.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing, this like running theme throughout the whole movie from the mother of Cinderella, who was played by Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter.
Yes.
She was only in it for like a little bit, but it was very cool.
Tragedy.
Seeing her in it.
It was a tragedy.
She teaches Cinderella, you know, have courage and be kind, and it's this theme throughout the whole movie, and I love that. Like, that stuff just gets me. Of, you know, just being good, and, you know, good always wins, and that's something that I always, as a personal thing, believe in. And I love that being the theme and kind of moral of the story, is that if you are courageous and you're a kind person, you're going to win no matter what. And that's, you know, what happens with Cinderella, no matter what kind of version of that story you hear. And at that end, I'm not going to say what she says, but she says like one line to the stepmother as she leaves, and it's just like you could tell she was gonna say something, and I had like so many things running through my head of like what she could possibly say to her stepmother, and the one thing she says, I'm like, didn't really expect that, but it's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm like, you can't come back from that. It was like, mic drop.
Cinderella out. All right, we're gonna put on some false lashes now. All right, I have finished the false lashes and just kind of cleaned up the top liner a little bit more, put a little bit more on so I could hide the glue. And then lastly, we're gonna put on this. This is Essence in the shade Love Me, which I thought was appropriate. Love Me. Yeah, which actually, let's draw this back to Cinderella. Like, if you guys ever watch Ever After, this movie, the Cinderella, actually reminded me a lot of Ever After, because when you really break it down, it's like Cinderella and the prince are just real people, right? Who inevitably want to love each other for who they are and not for who they appear to be. So yeah, that's why I'm using this one. I think it's a really like nice pale color, something not very like in your face. And I really like these Essence ones. They're really just nice to work with. They're very creamy. They're not particularly long lasting. You do have to reapply, but I do like them a lot. And while we're talking about it, these Ardell lashes are probably my favorite ones I've ever used because they're kind of short and I have smaller eyes, so it is better. That way I don't feel like I'm like not able to see underneath it, and I don't feel like it's just craziness. I really like these a lot. What else do you have? Fun facts?
Fun facts. Oh yeah, there are a lot. There was, of course, when they announced that they were making this movie, a lot of famous women in Hollywood were vying for that Cinderella role. You know, who doesn't want to play Cinderella, right?
Of course.
Keira Knightley was one of those women that was pretty much on that list for quite a while until they got Lily James.
I think she's too old.
Also, I thought, considering that, I think Lily James is better because she's not as well known, and so I think having an unknown, you're going to go in and see her as Cinderella,
right? And
not, oh, that's Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean or whatever. So I think that was a smart choice.
Plus she's sweeter. Like, I just feel like Lily James is just, she portrayed the sweeter persona, and I don't know if Keira Knightley would have played it like that. She might have had a little bit of an edge to her if she
she's kind of always a tough girl in movies that she plays. Yeah,
it's true.
But yeah, the blue dress that Cinderella wears to the ball, it has 10,000 Swarovski crystals on it.
Not
placed hand by hand, one by one onto that dress. So that I'm sure that was a lot of fun. So, interesting fact to tie this movie in with Doctor Who, Lily James during filming was dating Matt Smith. I don't know if they are currently, but
I think they are. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, dating Matt Smith. Jenna Coleman, who's the whatever.
She's Clara on Doctor Who. Yeah.
She was dating the guy that plays Kit, the prince.
Yep, I did read that, and I was like, I wonder if they were like double dating. Like, I'm doing this, you're doing that. Like, yeah.
That would be pretty fun, especially at the premiere. They'd be like, oh yeah, go with our co-workers kind of thing.
All right, so basically this is the look that we have for Cinderella, and you know, I wanted to go natural. I wanted to go some bright colors, and I really love this palette overall. I'm glad I got it. I was really lucky because Ulta had a sale on it, and it was like 20 bucks, and I just snapped it up because usually it's like 36. So I saved some money, and I was excited. But I really do like it. I've been using it a lot lately, and you know, now we're going into fall. I probably won't as much, but toward the end of the summer, I was really using that thing, and it's beautiful, and I love that the colors blend. So yes, next movie we're probably going to be doing is Maze Runner 2. If we can ever get to the movie theater and do it, we've had a very busy couple of weeks, so hopefully that will be our next one. But we do have quite a few movies that are going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks that we're going to be doing that are exciting.
Finally.
So make sure you subscribe, and also check out our blogs because we do lots of different content on there, really.
Yeah.
Yes, but until next time, keep calm.
Stay zany.
Bye.